you're good again. You're good again. That meant there was something with the internet. I'm gonna close everything I can on my end to help listen to load, okay?
Okay.
Basically, when you see this go down to 0, that means your internet cut out. Okay? So, if you see this number go down like crazy, that is internet.
I didn't notice it. I just got a notification here. OBS disconnected.
Yeah, that's what happens when your internet goes down. I've had that a lot in the past as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna close programs on my side, see if that helps, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Come here. I don't know if it's tracking me at all.
It was for a second there.
Sorry, chat. Bird became narwhal.
Yeah. It's like how narwhal also becomes bird every once in a while.
Yeah, for real. But
Well.
keep calm, okay? Gonna see if I can fix some stuff on my end. Fist bump? You got this.
I also don't know how to fix the fact that chat is not readable on this background.
I can give you a different chat, the same one we have, technically.
Okay.
I just have to find it again.
And
then we'll fix that post stream, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna quickly close some programs.
I still have to switch around our music. Oh, no, that's brightness. Oh, the brightness was turned down for a while there. Explains why Luca was struggling. The sound of Monster Prom. Yeah, stream reloads and it auto mutes, thanks Twitch. Oh! Is that better? Twitch is not Pog. Okay, let's see. Hope it helps on the internet. It seems to be fine right now. Voice enter. I'm gonna try it with. I'm with one. I have written down the requirements for the DLC characters as well. So I am gonna do both. Spooky High School, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Internet barrel roll? What does that mean? Over here, it does work better. Hey. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. I like this guy. Custom. Oh, wait. Lowercase. Can I type it? Yeah. Dang it. Yes. Yeah, this seems to be working much better now again. I am gonna quickly go back into my volume mixer though, because I'm noticing that it's quite loud on my end. And I'd like to hear my own thoughts as well. This means I can up game sound there again. Okay. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. Yeah, it's because in OBS I have lowered the volume of the game sound, but on my end it was in full volume still. Now it's on my end it's 55%, and over here it's I don't know how far. remembered clearly, 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howell, 21. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Why does that sound like Zeus? Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. A sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Welcome on in, Jester! Pharesis. Hi! Like, from... Okay, Stream Elements? I totally didn't start streaming, what was it now? 26 minutes ago? And it crashed 20 minutes ago? Cause on my own stream manager it says 6 minutes of stream now. Oops. Bullied into more work. Hello! Welcome on in! Welcome on in, Word Fungus. Fox, you don't have to shush them, they're allowed to chat! Besides, Twitch doesn't count lurkers unless they have sound on and have chatted at least once. With, as an actual view. Like, they don't count lurkers as viewers unless they've chatted at least once. So it's actually good that, someone chats when they're lurking. You go grab coffee. I'm not gonna say anything. Bullygeist, 22? A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Damien Lefay, 21. See, they like me, you deranged trash. Okay, now that's just rude. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Liam the Lioncourt. 4XX, so, old. He old. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Zoe. Forever? Which, she is one of the, 2 DLC characters from second term. An eldritch cutie who went from endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl. Calculester Hewlett Packard, version 1.0. And this is the second character from the DLC that we got for second term. Who is actually voiced by Jacksepticeye himself. Become a waffle. Okay. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. And Vera Oberlin, 23. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear, it had to be one of them, but who? But does it? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. Can I be friends? instead. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into character stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start! If you could go back in time, what's one thing you'd tell your younger self? Okay. Why should we assume silly younger me needs advice? I've grown up to have a fucking time machine, so I must have done something right. Fuck younger me. We're going straight to Woodstock, baby. I'd advise myself not to buy a time machine. Worst investment ever. They turned out to be the block booster of 2032. I tell myself not to teach that robot how to fall in love. As romantic as it might have seemed at the moment, it started the robot revolution of 2037? Way worse than the much more positive robot sexual revolution of 2043? What answers are these? Yeah. They're answers indeed. Yeah, nice and wild answers, yeah. Monster Prom is a wild game. It's why, like, I'm actually playing it, because it has a silly aspect to it. It's not just romance, it's more than that. Like, the stats, for example, they're boldness, fun, smarts, charm, money, and creativity. Yes, a revolution to go to the Communist Society of Robots. Opinion on regular milk instead of coffee milk. Doable, needs a bit more to balance everything out nicely. Huh. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, when we have our tea with milk, like, it's normally with coffee milk. In order to get the same flavor profile, we have to add way more milk, because coffee milk is way more flavorful. Exactly 120 years after the last. I think I'm gonna go for the second option. I'd advise myself not to buy a time machine. Worst investment ever. They turned out to be the block booster of 2032. Oh. I got his wealth stats. Okay. If you had to have sex with an animal, can I say no? How about no? Ew. What? Yeah, it does get kind of raunchy, but what? I wasn't expecting, cause like they have a lot of questions to pull from for the quiz. I wasn't expecting to get this one. A great white shark. If I have to fuck an animal, let's at least make it a story worth telling. Okay. A human being, because I'm the kind of douchebag who loves to find loopholes in stupid questions like this one. You know, fair. A swan, they're classy, plus it reminds me of that myth of Leda and the Swan. So at least by bestiality standards, it has a certain chic appeal. I don't want to choose. I do think this is the least bad option of the three. You're speedy. But, if I were given the choice, none of these. What would be your dream first date? Now, all of these are basically an answer that would be assigned to one of the romanceable characters. When you play regular, like first term, all of these are assigned to the main 6. Now, because this is second term, it means that there are 2 of the romanceable characters aren't on here, which doesn't necessarily have to be Zoe or Calculaster. They can still be on, like, one of these answers. What would be your dream first date? A wild party in international waters? A professional meeting where you charm your date with some astonishing business advice? A lovely walk in the forest after rescuing your date from a dragon? Crimes. A fierce fight that starts a lifelong rivalry open to becoming something else? A sweaty and manly wrestling match. I can already tell this one is going to be for Miranda, because of what we know her personality is like. This one may be Damien's, because he is very, you know, he wants to fight. That's his personality, he just wants to fight. This is probably Polly. This could be either Vera or Liam. This, not sure. This could still fit so many as well. Like, this could also fit Damien. But also, like, everyone else. This is probably Scott. Hi, Val! Yeah, FYI, the first round is me doing it the way that I wanna. So, you already know. End question. Who are you taking to prom? Myself? But after that, the rounds after, I'm gonna let chat decide. And I'll actually do my best so that we can actually succeed in asking him out to prom. Honestly, dream first date wouldn't happen. My dream first date is non-existent. But the one that I think sounds the silliest. Also, this just sounds like Cherry Bomb and Serpentious, especially after episode 3 of season 2. Dream first date is a nap. However, I do like the option of just crimes. Just crimes. But also just like a walk in the forest, you know? Thing is, we already know this is Miranda. I'm curious who this one is for. Oh, we got Zoe's. That makes sense there. Oh hey, we got more. School isn't just working out. Time to go into stripping. I don't wanna! What's your stage name? My name plus the naked. No. Yeah, they want to beat the piss out of each other. They do. Go. No. Excuse you, I wouldn't be the stripper, honey. I'm the damn pimp. Okay, Valentino. Duchess Henrietta Honeylips the Third. What a... Max Pleasure Model 3000. Okay, Calculaster. Oscar Wilde. I feel like this one would be Zoe. Because Zoe, from what we know, like she is like a fangirl. Only if I'm allowed 3 monsters. Hehe. I mean, I wouldn't be the stripper, so that's the truth. So I wouldn't be the pimp either because that's just wrong. But I don't want to be a stripper.
Alright.
Okay. Let's see. What are our base stats? 11 smart, 4 boldness, 4 creativity, 4 charm, 4 fun, and 7 money. Huh. Now, Oh, hold on. Then we're moving it. Top layer. Okay. So. There we go. Now, I'm not gonna be live for 11 hours. I think maybe max 3 hours. Depends on how I'm feeling. Like, depends on how many rounds we also want to do, because I'm planning to not quit mid-round. Oh. Our data just got reset for the month. I do really like the cutscenes from the auditorium from what I've seen, so I'm gonna go there first. Look at him, in costume! That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative. Ew! Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school plays standards. Oh. And that gives us 2 creativity! And after you're walking along, when suddenly a car skids to a halt just in front of you. And these are the things where it matters what your stats are based on what you choose. Because you can either get more stats or lose stats if you choose wrong. It's not the most logical location for a speeding car to barrel through, and yet here we are. Remember, if you commit a terrorism, cheese is edible. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see that if we actually romance some of the characters. I mean, Miranda's routes tend to involve genocide. Farah and Damien hop out. The work isn't bad, it's just not at the level it needs to be if you want to win this all-star drag race against a real badass hunk of metal. What's your plan to win, Damien? Just drive your car really, really, really fast? Oh, fucking course it is, Farah. That's literally how street racing works. Also, Daniel, you still have leftovers from yesterday. Yes, please. That's literally how street racing works. And that may have won you the crown in the past, but it won't work against Justin Darrington, Damien. He's driving the Thunderfuck 5000? And I'm driving Nancy! A pile of shit I've lovingly cobbled together out of every car I've ever destroyed. Either in a race or just literally destroyed by arson or whatever. And Nancy can take on anyone, anything, anytime.
Fucking metal.
The Thunderfuck 5000 is an electric car. Nancy runs on the juice of literal actual dinosaur corpses? What could be more badass than that?
So pathetic.
I don't know, maybe running on pure lightning? Nancy's a piece of shit, Damien. Deep down you know that she does not have what it takes to win us this thing. Seems like this drag race is pretty important to the two of them, and that they're not going to come to an agreement on their own. Looks like it's up to you to be the voice of reason. Attitude is everything, but Nancy will never embrace her inner fierceness with all Vera's criticism. Come on, Damien. Let's give this car a makeover. Or, Vera, you're right, Nancy's amazing, but she can't quite make the grade. We need to crossbreed her with a faster car? This seems to be boldness. And this looks like it would be... Probably smarts. So, if we want to get extra stats, it's this one. This one would actually lose hearts and stats. Yeah, smarts. Perfect. We can get a brand new qualified race car and Damien can still feel like his shitty subpar car is useful. Nancy is a thing of beauty and grace, Vera, but as long as her genes that live on in whatever machine I drive to victory, the plan is A-okay by me. Okay. The three of you get to work setting up what could easily be considered one of the most impressive and high-tech car cross-breeding programs in the country. Yeah. I mean, if you looked at the character selection screen, one of the female characters is basically his female version. Yeah, welcome to Monster Prom. It gets wild. You find a very shiny red electric limousine to serve as Nancy's stud and start the breeding process along. It's unhinged, yeah. Which mostly consists of making the cars a reservation at an appropriately fancy and expensive restaurant and loading up their CD players with smooth jazz. Sometime later, Nancy gives birth. Don't ask how, not important. The car's giving birth. How? Not important. To the ultimate race car. Look at what we've made, huh guys? I mean, mostly what Nancy and El Diablo made, but we helped get them there.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, honestly, this car is a masterpiece. I've been looking for my next business venture, and I think I may go into high-end race car breeding. People make thousands off of breeding horses to race, and horses want to fuck? How hard could that be? By that logic, I bet I could make millions breeding race cars. Yeah, you and your Uma Musume. You totally could. I'd be your first customer. You already were. I'll send you your invoice later. Gold chip car. Gold chip. Well, looks like Damien has the race in the bag. Vera has a new business venture, and the world has a new species of super race car. You gain +2 boldness and +1 money from a kickback from Vera, which comes with a genuine smile from her. Score! Oh, is that lunchtime? It's lunchtime! Now, this person is the store. I'm kind of curious about... We know that there's a secret ending with Liam where he's a yaoi rider. But actually getting secret endings is quite hard. I'm curious because of Luca's fave. Yeah. Wait, I should have a list of the secret endings somewhere. Never mind, it's not open anymore. Which, there are 47 secret endings, 13 of which are from the DLC. Let's see, I just want the list. I don't want to get how to get there. Because I had spotted the list before. BL, the most favorite genre there is. Just like me for... You want us to sit with Liam? We'll sit with Liam. You find Polly and Liam not eating as usual. You know, because they're undead. He's just proving more and more. He's just like, you for real, for real. You know, the food in this cafeteria really is atrocious. It's hardly even worth of my moment gram, which is basically Insta. What? I don't even eat the food. See, this is exactly what I mean. We can do so much better than these subpar culinary abortions. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean the two of us should have a cook-off? What? No. Did you say something? I'm not listening because I'm so psyched about this cook-off. At no point did I agree to... I've got a huge advantage, though, because I've cooked so many drugs. Okay, Polly. Oh, you think you've got the advantage, huh? I've been alive for centuries of culinary history. It's on. The two of them dashed into the kitchen, ignoring all rules of law, school, and common decency as they commenced cooking. Two celebrity chef judges appeared to critique the challengers. I think they're both equally horrible, says the cruel British judge. Okay, Gordon Ramsay. I think they're both equally marvelous, says the overly nice British judge. Both judges turn to you. What do you think, tiebreaker judge? Whose meal truly is the cat's pajamas? Okay. Liam's because I think that glass jar of fresh human blood really goes with the parsley he sprinkled on top. Polly's because she literally just made a pair of pajamas for a cat. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Going into mild lurk. Okay, thanks for the lurk. You know, in terms of who is the cat's pajamas, I think Polly wins because, you know, a pair of pajamas for a cat. What? Unbelievable, that's not even food. What isn't even food? That pile of yarn you're knitting in that frying pan? That's clearly a set of pajamas for a cat. Oh, was it supposed to be food? Sorry, I forgot what we were doing. Yes, it was supposed to be food, and yours obviously isn't. Oh yeah? Then how come it won the food contest, huh? Well, because... yeah, that's what I thought. I'll catch you all later. I gotta go find a cat to put these pajamas on. Later you run into Polly again, and she lets you pet her kitty, if you know what we mean. Okay! It means you get to pet the cat she put the pajamas on. What did you think it meant? Gibby. There are constant innuendos like that.
All right.
Okay. Oh hey, we can now go to shop locations during class hours. Now, I'd say we up our charm, which would be the gym, I'm pretty sure, yeah. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirits, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. Later that day, you're out shopping with Farah and Polly when a wild cockatrice appears. It gallops through the mall, biting shoppers with its jagged beak and turning them to stone. Scott and Damien come chasing after it, holding a butterfly net and a frilly dress. Why? This isn't our fault! We had nothing to do with this! Ugh. Another mythical creature crisis, just when I'm starting to enjoy my shopping. Aw, but it's so cute. I bet that vicious chicken dragon really knows how to party. Scott and Damien see everyone looking at them and wisely hide inside a clothing rack. What are you going to do about this creature? Ignore it? Befriend it with a delicious Cinnabon. I can't tell what either of these stats are for, so, we're doing random. And it was boldness. You sigh, roll your eyes, and go back to shopping. That's right. Don't give it any attention. Attention is what it wants. The cockatrice kills 47 people and grievously wounds dozens more. A woman's child is turned to stone before her very eyes. And for the rest of her life, she will visit her child's contorted statue every day to touch its tiny head and weep. This is cruel! Meanwhile, you got a nice scarf for a 50% off? You gain +2 bonus and +1 money you save thanks to the discount. Oh. But that's not what I meant. That wasn't the intent there.
All right.
Okay. Now, our lowest stat now is fun. Which, we can up by going to the outdoors. That day, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rap party. You gain +2 fun. That night, you hit the clubs with Farah and Polly. Thanks, Satan, for fake IDs. If you know, you know. This is For those that know about my source, yeah. I guess you're thanking me.
It's Polly time.
Put those wallets away, you two. Drinks are on me. By which I mean, drinks are on that guy. No need, Polly. I'm into this crazy new thing called paying for my own drinks. Maybe you've heard of it? Maybe. Is that French for my boobs aren't big enough to get free drinks? Okay. Feminism is dead. That sounds like a reason to drink. BRB. But soon. It didn't work?
Just give up.
What was that you said? It sounded like Portuguese for my shameless pandering didn't get us any free drinks. Ugh. This is quickly getting out of control. Maybe if you find a way to make that guy pay for your drinks, you can fix this. It's party time. Sedate the guy when he's in the bathroom. Put a pair of sunglasses on him and pretend he's your pal. It's crime time. Steal the guy's wallet to learn his address. Then go to his house, kidnap his daughter, and demand drinks from him as ransom. Okay. This is obviously, either boldness or fun. And then this could be boldness or, I think this is fun and this is boldness. Yeah, boldness. Using your skills as a pickpocket and a kidnapper, you execute a brilliant plan. Just asking in a foreign language, why not? And people said high school wouldn't adequately prepare you for the real world. Your target. His name is Dale, by the way, just so you know who you hurt. The game hates you. It's so worried for his daughter that he buys you the whole bar. Whoa! I knew my tits were unstoppable. They just needed some time to work? No, Polly, that's not what happened. Quiet, Polly. I need to concentrate on all this cocaine I'm doing. Okay, Farah. This is a night you'll never forget. Owning a bar is great, but the real treasure is the time she shared and the life she ruined. You gain +3 money. Now, if we were actually going for a route here, we are well on track to getting Vera's, and that scares me. Because Vera has smarts, charm, and money. Although, like, money is already there, already met the minimum threshold. Smarts is almost there, and then charm is way too low still. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna sit here. Like, I know por favor. I think you asked for one. One, I don't know. Please, I think, is what it says. You sit down with Zoe and Miranda. Miranda is paying no attention to her eating serfs. And Zoe's paying too much attention to them. By the way, serfs are basically slaves. Miranda is wild.
Disgusting.
What are you doing, Zoe? Don't you know how rude it is to ogle another woman's eating serfs? I'm not ogling, I'm researching for my fanfic. My dear, when it is about royalty, it is not called fanfic, it is called propaganda. Oh, a drink please. Okay. What? Oh, I'm not writing about you right now. I'm writing about you eating serfs. What? Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna really dive into their inner lives, their hopes, dreams, and desires. Oh, don't be silly. Serfs don't have any of those things. Do they, serfs? Did they? The eating serf's eyes start between Miranda and Zoe, terrified. Should they speak, or just shut up and eat? You're right, Miranda. Most serfs don't have thoughts or feelings. Only the really expensive and rare ones do. Or make menacing eye contact with the two serfs. Silently place a piece of sushi in their mouth and chew violently. Okay, let's see. This is just silly. This is playing into Miranda, although this might play into Zoe as well. With this one, it's not too obvious who it is. Because this could be Miranda, but so could this. However, this feels more Zoe than this. However, I like this answer because it's like, it plays into some of Miranda's own mentality. Because she obviously doesn't see the serfs as, you know, living beings. I mean, she also doesn't eat herself. She has her serfs eating for her. It's also kind of tragic because it's how she grew up. But at the same time, she's genocidal. Miranda is a thing. She's, she fish. Fellow fish, but evil fish. Oh, I'm sorry, Miranda. I didn't realize your serfs were common and inexpensive. I won't ask them any questions. Wait! Of course my serfs are expensive and rare. They're the most expensive and the most rare. So you're saying they do have rich inner lives? Rich? Why, their inner lives are positively wealthy. Opulent even. Tell them, serfs. At Miranda's urging, her serfs share with you their childhood dreams of becoming marine biologists. Their mutual love of ukulele music, and their well-reasoned opinions on income inequality.
Spoiler alert, you rock.
Wow, thanks you two. This really is a wealth of information. Of course it is. Once again, it looks like lying was the answer. Zoe's certainly grateful. For the lunch times, there is no right or wrong answer. It's just, you choose which of the, you choose one of the two characters as options, basically. Now, we have 3 stats that are the lowest: creativity, charm, and fun. We've got creativity would be the auditorium again. For charm, gym. And with fun, it's the outdoor still. Which we can't do right now unless we want to buy something. Which I kind of do want to do.
Hey, stranger.
I want to go to the shop. Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats. Shit that will lead you into stupid new adventures. Even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments. So, take a look. Yeah, I'm selling a corpse that's like some kind of fashion accessory. It's not as if I'm trying to dispose of it. Dragon Heat, a classic. It's so cheesy. I'm stupid. You can't stop reading it. I never thought I would say this, but now I'm super into dragon abs. The message here is that you don't mess with me, even if you're in a literal angel, babe. It has flames and a skull and even a knife. With this, you can murder your enemies, go to prison, make everyone your, and then murder them too, and go to some kind of super prison. Street crap plus 9,000. Why? The hottest thing is being yourself, honey, but a Latin accent is close to second, to be honest. Remember when these used to be cool? No, they aren't, but they're so ridiculous that they are still fun in their own twisted way. Cocaine. In these times of weird experimental substances with horrible side effects, has become the new vanilla of drugs. Damn, don't do drugs, kids. That's Russian. Are you sure about this? You can always use an online encyclopedia to get the general idea and so be able to act as if you've read it. Wait, a Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal knowledge such as love and death. Okay. A lemon. Coltrane. Oh yeah. This, It's a thing. Also, yeah, that is what you think it is. This is, from what I know, one of the things you do need for something. Like, I'm pretty sure it's one that we have bought before for a secret ending. You want this? You look perfect? I had no idea you appreciated a good old reverse Romanian Wilkinson. I must admit it's kinda hot. No, I'm not. Huh. Instead of a motivational poster. A PR agent. Damn. I don't like any of these items actually. Never mind. No.
Alright.
Okay. Let's go outdoors again. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. At one point, the small magical Latino cat slips on a banana peel. You start to laugh at him. He asks you to stop, but you don't. You laugh so hard at him that you somehow steal +2 fun from him. Hooray! You're making your daily protection payment to Vera when suddenly... Oh, it's him! Everyone stop what you're doing and look at my majestic visage. The interdimensional prince. Muscling in on my territory, are you? Not at all, my darling viperess. I am here strictly in a business capacity. Business, you say? I am all ears, except for my snakes, which are all tongues and teeth. It's simple economics, my love. You're an aspiring crime kingpin. I'm a prince. I propose a merger. A merger of our resources, our minds, our bodies, and our spirits.
Not bad.
Interesting. Oh no, Vera's getting out her calculator. If she decides this merger is financially viable, good luck asking her to prom. But how will you undermine Vera's confidence in the prince's financial status? Replace all his gold with fish. Steal all his money with your high-frequency trading algorithm, Carl. I feel like this one would be creativity. Well, this one might be boldness. Or smarts. Because it's an algorithm. Yeah, this is smarts. Before we draw up the contract, I hope you won't mind providing a full accounting of your assets. Of course not, my dear. As you can see from the spreadsheet, my entire kingdom is owned by someone named Carl? Let me see that. You idiot. Carl isn't a person, it's a computer algorithm. It probably stands for something like Computerized Autonomous Robotic Light Bulb? Nope, doesn't stand for anything, it's just Carl. You gain 2 boldness and 1 smarts. That's silly. Ba, 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 ba. What? Who are you? Scott and Calculaster. You approach Scott and Calculaster, sitting at a table conveniently located near a power outlet. Calculaster is charging. Scott is confused. Aww. Me and Fox are trying to fix my mic, by the way. Oh, so that's what I was hearing. Okay. What do you mean you don't eat, bro? If you don't eat, how are you ever gonna get swole? Premise invalid. I am a robot. Robots do not get swole. Swelling in robots is always an extremely bad sign. No eating. No getting swole? How do you live, bro? Technically, I do not live. It is one of my greatest sources of sadness. Aw, don't be sad, buddy. I know it will cheer you up. Some pizza. Pizza always cheers me up. Invalid suggestion. Pizza is a food, which I do not eat. I am not designed to consume organic material, only electricity. But, But you're actually pretty worried that Scott's head is going to explode. And then you're going to have to clean it up. Better find a way to satisfy his curiosity. Scott, electricity is the coolest and most energetic thing to eat. Have you ever tried to eat a lightning? Oh no. Calculator, when you say, I am not designed to consume organic material, all I hear is that you're not trying hard enough. Oh no. Neither of these is gonna end up going well. He will try. He will. He's stupid. He will try. Calculester is gonna cry. Scott is gonna force him to try. Either way, something's gonna go wrong. What do you mean I'm not trying hard enough? I always try my best. Well, you know what Coach always says, sometimes best is not hard enough. Okay, how do I try hard enough? Eat this pizza! I do not have a mouth. Well, you know what Coach always says, the body has many mouths, and only one of them is your mouth. What? I'm confused with that. Well, I suppose I do have a CD tray and an exhaust port. Let's put pizza in them. Oh no. Alert! Foreign material detected inside chassis. Purging internal cavity with fire. Whoa! Cool! How do you feel now, Calculester? Warm. Hooray! Let's do it again! You help Scott stuff a whole smorgasbord of food items into Calculester. He turns all of them to ash. It is profoundly wasteful, but Scott has never been happier. Scott is a little precious.
Alright.
Okay, let's see. I like the auditorium a lot. That day while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job at acting. You act so hard that some of your classmates in the audience throw roses at you. 7 roses to be exact. Damn. Roses aren't a valid currency or stat in this game. Anyway, you check your converter app to see if this could translate into something a bit more useful. It seems 7 roses equals 2 creativity points. Sweet, you gain 2 creativity. Are you drinking energy? Cause I am. Oh, mods! Mods! Yay! Oh, SOS shift. Good luck. Work is difficult. Afterwards you discover you've been poisoned. And only Farah has the antidote. She does this all the time. It's how she invites you to hang out.
Hey there.
There you all. Thank you so much for coming. I'm embarking on a new criminal enterprise and I need a concierge. Consigliere. What does that mean? The idea is simple, yet brilliant. Think Uber, but for killing people. I call it murder. But it turns out the market is flooded with assassination apps. Assassination apps and blood. I need a way to get ahead of the pack, and since you're such a good advisor, I may have gotten my way onto an accidental secret ending. Oops. This is screaming secret ending. Hold on. I'm gonna check because I know that they should be easy to find still. Like, let's see. Cause it's based like, based off of these, I think that means it would, I would need to check the secret endings. Cause with this one, oh wait, but there's also the all location. Thing is, if we get a secret ending, I'd feel bad if I don't then do the thing. Because they're hard to get because it's based off of chance. And, yeah. So I'm quickly checking to see if these are from the secret endings. Oh wait, there's the secret endings. That's the first. Yeah, this is the start of a secret ending, the crime ending. Now, I know that we said that our first one was gonna be me being myself, but since we stumbled upon an accidental secret ending, do we actually wanna, you know, do the ending? By the way, now, I'm allowed to try and make a silly thing for your Yes! Of course! You don't even have to ask! Now, I don't know if I can do a poll, because I'm not affiliate yet, and I don't think... Now that's predictions. Is that one polls? Channel points. That's poll. Okay. Yeah, I can't make a poll. That's sad. And yes, do the ending. Okay. Then, with this one, we've got, creativity over smart. And our creativity is 8, our smarts is 12. So it would be smarts over creativity. Time to... I should probably first read out the things. Hold on. Differentiate yourself by being the only service that offers free range, organic murders. Or viral marketing, literally. Tailor a highly contagious virus to make people love murder. This does feel like it's creativity and this is smarts. Yeah. This one is smarts, this one has creativity. So this one would get us onto the track for the ending. Viral marketing, literally. You can do that? Great. You can use my private chemical weapons laboratory. And so, this is working better than I ever could have imagined. Demand for murder has gone through the roof since you released that virus. Sure, the side effects include vomiting, bloody tears, malactation, cobra feet, time dilation, rigor mortis, rectal teeth. Okay. Renegade spleen, microaggressions, sudden tattoos, hair trauma, liquefaction, and coughing. But it's well worth it for the profits I'm raking in. Plus, I'm making a literal killing, selling people the antidote for all those side effects. It's not actually an antidote though, it's actually just heroin, same difference. Okay! Did you know they used to give heroin to babies as a cough suppressant? Yeah, the real world is exactly as amoral as this video game. But whatever, you gain 2 creativity and 1 money. Okay. With that, I'm going to put us on a slight BRB because I need to use the bathroom. Sorry guys. I am already through my monster. We're back! Also, no worries, of course. quickly refilling my drink for drink stream. I'm gonna be sipping cola from now on because already shaking a bit, so I think yes, the 2 monsters from yesterday plus the one just now are a bit catching up a bit. Okay, oh. Okay, what color? It's just Jumbo store brand cola. Which is what we basically always drink. Okay. Yeah, I looked at the next. It doesn't matter what we do now. Although it's basically just a store brand. So it's one of the stores that we have here in the Netherlands. Wait, I'm pretty sure it's also expanded over to Belgium. It's where we do most of our daily groceries, actually. But for Vera, the stats are smarts, charm, and money. Now, our smarts are 3 away. Our money has already hit it. Our charm, however, is way too low, so I think we need to go to the gym a bunch to up our charm. Just in case, because I don't know how the secret endings work in terms of the minimum stat requirements. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place, but the match isn't as important as the human interactions within it. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. It's the most epic wink ever. Damn, you know how to win over people's hearts. You gain 2 charm. After the game, you spot Vera desperately trying to ignore Coach. You go over to see if you can help.
Always believe in yourself.
I'm just trying to help you be your best self, Vera. That's what custom workouts are for. Why would I need to do that? I'm already better than everyone else. Maybe, but are you better than yourself? No. How's that even possible? With custom workouts give us buff arms and strong hands. So that we can strangle our past selves. So we can hug our present selves and shake hands with our future. Oh, I like mine better. But even so, the custom workout you suggested is not for me. You can tell that where Scott gets his personality from. Him and he listens to the coach a lot. You don't like the million push-ups system? Oh, okay. You can make up your own workout. Just think of something you're good at, and a workout to make you even better at it. Hold on. I only just now got the notification. Oh, thanks for the follow, Jester. This was an hour ago. Why? Okay. Thanks for the follow. First thinking, but you already know the perfect workout. You shout out. Deadlifts? You need the strength when you're lifting bags of gold coins out of your enemies' vaults. Or burpees, they make your nails look incredible for some reason. This sounds like boldness. Burpees, they make your nails look incredible for some reason. Not possible yet. No, after this one, hopefully only one more stream. Because this should get me to the 4th stream in a month. Like the 4th day of streaming. And then after that we'll need hopefully only one more stream where it's 3 minimum viewers. And then after that I can fill out the affiliate application information stuff. Or, well, probably Luca. I know for next week we have at least 2 streams planned already. One of them is, both are collabs, which is why we know that they've already been planned in. As, well, you know. We can't exactly do, the words. We can't exactly skip out on our planned collabs. Fair, hope I can watch them schedulers. It's the same collabs that Lady has. So, I mean, we're probably going to join web fishing, but we don't own the game yet, so that's still up in the air. And the Among Us collab, that is one we are part of, as that is together with Lady, Chaotic, and Milo, plus chat. And then, for the supermarket together, that's the other collab. Because, we both have that, so we'll be playing that together. That's the one that was planned in. However, for both of those, it will likely be Luca, not me. So we had agreed this was bold, right? And then this one, oh wait, there's Charm is one. I think this might be Charm actually. So then 10/8. That would be this one. Yes. We've been live for almost 2 hours and we haven't even finished the first one. Oops. Although I think that may be because I'm reading everything out and talking in between, so that lowers the speed. If we do one after this, I'll try and do the 30-minute one. But I don't have those numbers listed, so I don't know the exact numbers for that. That lifts. The lift of the dead, even better than alive lifts. Yeah, that's great. You mentioned lifting bags of gold? Well, sure, you can deadlift bags of gold, but there are many other things to deadlift as well. Like barbells, groceries, small children, mid-sized sedans. Right. Are any of those things made of gold, or at least coated in gold? Well, no, not usually, but we can. Then why do we start with bags of gold for now? Great idea! And then we can work our way up to other, bigger bags of gold. Yes. Coach has no choice but to divert some of the school's budget to purchasing workout quality bags of gold doubloons. We steal some and gain 2 money and 1 boldness. Let's see. Now, because we are on Vera's secret ending, I say we sit at her table. Because that also helps gives us more hearts for her. Vera's about to lift a glass of scotch to her immaculately painted lips. You can drink whatever at this school, apparently. Miranda screams. Stop! Don't drink that!
What?
Why not? This scotch costs more than most cars. Has your taster tried it yet? What taster? You don't have a taster? What if your drink is poisoned by someone jealous of your good looks and royal title? I only went to Dutch supermarkets one handful of times. That's fair. Yeah, I kind of have to go to Dutch supermarkets because we live here. Listen, Miri. I only drink 4 things. Scotch, red wine, the tears of my enemies, and straight up poison. You drink poison on purpose? Miranda, my hair is venomous snakes. You think poison actually harms me? Well, you should still have a taster. What if someone puts really spicy hot sauce in your drink? Or poison? Ugh. What do I have to do to get you to drop this? Last was last year, I think. Huh. Last time we went to a grocery store ourselves was exactly a week ago. Last Sunday. Pretty sure. Because that's when we did the big groceries. Mama Fish drove us again. Simple. Hire a taster. Fine. Any volunteers? This might just be the big break you've been looking for. You raise your hand, and when Vera picks you, you drink all her scotch, enraging Vera and delighting Miranda. Pretend to be poisoned, terrifying Miranda and amusing Vera. You shoot Vera a wink, take a tiny sip for scotch, and then... No, stop vomiting! How will you be able to taste for poison if you're too busy foaming at the mouth and vomiting? You fool, he is poisoned. Run and tell the authorities before this poor sap's face melts off or something. Oh dear, oh my, I'm not good in crisis situations. Curse my uniformly pleasant childhood. Miranda, you were raised to be a genocidal maniac. Miranda faints with the utmost drama. If there's one thing princesses are good at, it's fainting. Turns out the issue is not the mic, but it actually is. We do not know. God, it's chaos trying to mod on phone right now. Oh, whoa. We bought some De Ruiter and drink yogurt while coming back from visiting some sites. Huh. Yeah. It's likely the PC itself. Oh, not the PC itself. Is it a pain? Yes. I don't recommend modding on phone. Mod view is not phone friendly. I mean, even Stream Manager isn't too phone friendly because you can only have one of the toggles open at a time. So, and it takes forever to load, and if you switch between the two, like switch between, say, like if you switch away from chat to something else, and then back to chat, it throws you way higher on the thing, and like, you have to scroll back down again. It is confusing on phone. Right at 12, my brain is melting? That's not good, Fox. That was hilarious. I should put poison in my scotch more often. You can stop vomiting now, by the way. She passed out. Oh, do you need the antidote? Alright, here you go. I guess I should have let you know the scotch was actually poisoned. Oh well, how about we get ice cream to make up for it? Your stomach's still too weak for ice cream, but you're never too sick to spend some quality time with Vera. Okay, isn't Jim Charm? That's just rude! Trying to put together pieces of fixes. Fair. One being the system audio driver. I don't get it. Okay, so for smarts would need to be 15. Which is classroom? Yeah, classroom. We can do that while a shop is at the gym. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts. Between class periods, you discover a severed horse head in your locker. It has a note in its mouth telling you to meet Vera ASAP. I'm so glad you've come. I have another crime problem, which would benefit from your insight. Thanks to your input, murder has cornered the market in app-based assassinations, and yet the other crime lords don't take me seriously. Just because I'm not a 40-year-old man with a scary scar, those sexist morons think this is just a phase for me. Since when did having a killer body and flawless skin disqualify a girl from a life of crime? It's disgusting. How can I show these chauvinist goons what crime really means to me? Come on, think of something. You're my most trusted advisor. Quit crime? They'll come crawling back once they see how bad it is without you. Write a song about it. I'll help. Okay, now we are on the crime ending. Second one is charming and creativity. Our creativity is higher than our charm. So that's the song one. Yeah? Yeah. Very well. I've always fancied myself a pop star, just without the singing. Basically, I've just always fancied myself fabulous. Well, chop chop, get to work writing me a hit single that will show my true love of crime. One night of frenzied songwriting later, I like big crime scene I cannot lie. I was not expecting that. You motherfuckers can't deny. When a girl walks in with a mask on her face yelling, "Put the money in the briefcase," you get it done. Because if you don't, I swear I will end all your lives. I fucking will, don't test me. Oh, you're right, this song was a great idea. It even helped me rob this bank. The security footage of Farrah's bank robbery becomes a #1 hit single overnight. She becomes too popular to prosecute. The other crime lords are forced to accept her devotion to crime, especially when she threatens a repeat performance of her single at every one of their safe houses. With all disagreements mended, everyone decides to have a gang war to celebrate. You gain 2 boldness and 1 fun. No. Going to the gym again, because we still need more charm. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. At one point you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team, but suddenly you convince him not to throw the ball at you, with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears and you take advantage of that moment of weakness, throwing a ball at him. You lose 5 mercy, a stat that might be useful in Monster Prom sequel, but isn't now. You gain 2 charm. I don't have the sequels yet, but maybe we'll play that at some point as well. You see Calculester happily tending to his favorite little aloe vera plant, when suddenly it's the Coven! Calculester, thank the fates we found you. A terrible curse has befallen us, and we require your aid. I was built to help, literally. I have attempted to diversify in terms of my purpose, but my prime directive remains. Well, as you may know from religiously following our TV tropes page, we are currently engaged in a vicious struggle against the sun itself. What? The sun is a mighty foe, capable of inflicting tremendous casualties, and we have fallen victims to its wiles. Behold. The Coven uncovered their shoulders to reveal some particularly vicious sunburns. And so we've come to you, renowned herbalist, for a balm in our time of need. Let us cut the leaves from your little plant, so that we might avail ourselves of its healing properties. Allow me to clarify your intention. You request that I destroy my favorite aloe vera plant in order to treat your sunburns. We ask that you make a noble sacrifice to free us from a terrible curse, yes. Internal conflict detected. I do not want to do this thing, but I am too kind to say so. Friend Daniel, what do I do? Let's think about this logically. Many people have done terrible things, but no plant has ever committed an evil act, so isn't this plant worth more than the entirety of monster kind? If you're looking for aloe vera, why don't you just ask Vera? Are they related or something? This feels like smarts. Either smarts or creativity. This one is interesting. I mean, if it's actually smart, then the only stat that we can lose out to would be money, and I don't think this has to do with money, even though it's with Vera. By the goddess, is it possible? Were we the villains all along? Yeah. If I respond in the affirmative, will you cease to demand the destruction of my treasured plant friend? Yes. Then yes. Oh, how we lament our debased animal ways. How can we make it up to you, good and pure aloe vera? Shall we wave you a spell, slay one of your enemies? I do not see how that is necessary. But we must perform a quest to absolve ourselves from But we must perform a quest to absolve ourselves of guilt. There must be some task we can perform on behalf of your plant friend. I suppose. You could bring me one ice cube. I water my aloe vera by placing an ice cube in the pot, so that the water enters the soil more slowly. An ice cube? A fitting price for this most noble of plants. Our only hope is that the precious ice can survive the heated machinations of the vile sun. Yes, well, good luck. The coven rush off to find ice, happy to be on a mission. Calculus returns back to his plant, happy not to be part of their mission anymore. For brokering this truce, you gain 2 charm and 1 fun. Which actually puts us on the track to have all the charm we need. Now we just need 1 more smarts, actually. Only 1 more smart left.
Alright.
And there's also only 1 more chat that is part of the secret ending. We are going to be sitting with Farah again. Okay. You approach Farah, who is conspicuously cutting up an enormous stack of credit cards and feeding the pieces to her snakes. Zoe is sitting across the table, staring intently at Vera and frantically scribbling into a notebook. Little privacy, please? This is obviously a business luncheon, which means that it's a write-off. Zoe's longest purple tentacle creeps an inch closer to Farah. Then Zoe scoots her whole chair a little closer. Back up! I bite. Interesting. Are you even listening to me? This is a life or death situation for you, dork. Not what I would have expected. Damn it, Zoe! Besides my obvious beauty, entrancing charm, and tremendous wealth, what are you looking at? Oh, it's not obvious? Zoe flips over her notebook to reveal a massive chart of various snakes, and all of the different ships between them. There are so many arrows and symbols and snakes that you're worried she might actually be summoning some kind of fanfic demon. At first, I was really into my main ship of front left snake with back center snake. They just have a really natural pairing, you know? But then I started thinking about the rivalry between all three front snakes, and how it could be this kind of triangle rivalry hate sex kind of thing? Okay. Zoe. Honestly, that just really got me into questions about the rules of the snakeverse. Like, can they get married? Can they move positions on the head? Do they have tails that are inside your head? And Zoe. Vera, you just have to tell me. How do the snakes poop? I have to know. Update on the mic. The progress is slow, but we're figuring it out. Nice. At least there's some progress. That is enough. You're hereby banished from the stable. Go ship my snakes from a safe distance before I get a restraining order. You little purple disaster. You decide to intervene because 1. You care about your friends, 2. You don't want to see them kill each other, and 3. You've been wondering about the whole snake poop thing yourself. Why? Vera, maybe knowing the allegiances, preferences, and sentiments of your snakes could be the ultimate trick for the silkiest, most dangerous hair ever. Zoe, I think I've stumbled on the ultimate Vera shipping chart. Look, Vera's hair and Vera X being left alone. I think this is the one that Vera would enjoy. Yeah. Wow, shipping Vera with the abstract concept of being alone? Is that even possible? It's the ultimate match, I assure you. So simple, yet so genius. Well, I won't stand in the way of true love. Do you mind if I fan art this? Go ahead. I'll invoice you for usage of my likeness, and I'll take a 99% cut of any gross merchandising, and international signing rights for the official design of the abstract concept of loneliness. I'll get started right away! You managed to get Vera some alone time, and you get her another licensed property to mercilessly milk for cash.
That has been quite pleasing.
I suppose you're not totally useless. Keep it up, and I might decide to learn your name. Damn.
All right.
Okay, so we only need to up smarts, which... rude. However, we have a good few more. And that goes in all locations, so... we've done there, we've gone there, we've not been to the library yet, we've gone outdoors, we've gone to the gym, and we haven't gone to the bathrooms yet. So, I say we go visit the library. Because even though we don't need more cash, it's still fun. That day you spent some time on the library's PCs, playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gained 2 money. As you walk down the hallway trying to beat a level of Bone Crush on your phone, you smack into Vera, also engrossed in her phone. Sure, feel free to read over my shoulder, you wouldn't understand the charts anyways. Miranda's been mouthing off about being a princess again, as if that's so amazing.
Pathetic.
She's a princess underwater. You know what's underwater? Sea slugs and fish shit. You know what's not underwater? This school. Why should birthright matter when there are so many other factors that determine a person's worth? Their beauty, their cruelty, their business sense. Using all these factors, I've divided the school into cools and uncools. Now I just need to find a way to reinforce the superiority of the cools over the uncools. uncool students should have to carry cool students from class to class on their chases. Rotting squid should be thrown at uncool students to remind them how uncool they are? Crazy. The game is crazy. It's, yeah. Which this is still not part of the secret ending yet, so let's figure out the correct answers on our own. Oh no. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats. Rats made me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats. Rats made me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room. Rubber room with rats. Rats made me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room. Rubber room with rats. Okay, I'm done. Okay, let's see. Rotting squid should be thrown at unschool students to remember how uncool they are. Or you have to carry them from class to class. I have no clue which ones would be. A rubber room with narwhals! Yay! I like that. I am curious what this is for. Narwhals make me go cute and crazy. Aw, thank you! Yeah. I got my plushie again. Which, fun fact for chat, we actually have a real life version of this narwhal plush. It's, technically the coloring on the plush, like the darker blue of it, looks more akin to my tail rather than the flat coloring on the plush itself. But if you look at the tail that we've commissioned for our VTuber cosplay, that has the flat colors of the plush on the model. So in reality, IRL, the two are flipped. Okay. This was, I wonder, cause what the, I'm not sure which of these. I need a number between 1 and 15? 5. So, I think this may be the right one. I think this may be... Of course you should have known. How uncool they are. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna...
Oh,
Yes!
not bad.
Got it. Again, if I am unsure which ones they are, I'm just guessing. It's true, the uncool students should really start taking responsibility for being the worst. And Miranda uses fear-mongering tactics all the time. She shouldn't have a stranglehold on that, so to speak. Maybe I could throw squid at them and then sell a squid repellent, that way I can profit off their humiliation. By the end of the week, most students have at least a black eye or 8. Some students are spiders. From being bombarded with the squid. Fur, meanwhile, has created a thriving startup based on the distributions of squid repellent. Turns out that squid being used as projectiles aren't really repelled by sand. It also turns out the student body at the school is really gullible. Fur gains money and status, and you gain 2 money as royalties for your idea, and 1 smart. Which puts us on the minimum requirements for all of Vera's items. Like, the only thing that we may not fully have is hearts, but I
All right.
think with how much we've done that has given us Vera hearts, I do think we have the right amount, plus we're on track for the secret ending anyway. Now, I do recommend going either creativity or fun, but then there's also charm that's done the same. Maybe we can go gym again to up our charms even more. How many do we have? Ooh. Slowly running out of time. We're on the final week now. Yeah, I'm going to the gym. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. The match is so intense and both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes. By betting part of your charm against part of the other team's leader's charm. That commitment amazes your whole team and their spirit is fueled by determination. Finally you win and take 2 charm from the other team's leader. She's now a bit less fabulous. You turn around to find Vera staring at you. This often happens, but for some reason it's not a death stare this time. She actually looks kind of happy to see you. Weird. You decide to do what you do best. Wish your luck. Finally, if you'd taken any longer to come over, I would have had to have my minion strike you there. Listen, my date for the night was unexpectedly eaten by vultures. Totally not my fault. Anyway, I need to fill the slot somehow, and I thought maybe you could recommend one of your more attractive friends? Just kidding, darling. You're not half bad. But seriously, meet me at the Thousand Arms at 9:15 p.m. or the vultures will eat twice today. Did Vera just ask you on a date? She did. This is like Christmas in whatever damn month it is right now. Christmas in November. But if you don't want this to be more than just a one-time thing, you'd best come up with an incredible dinner gift to win her over. A magic mirror that will always tell her how fabulous she looks, or the head of her greatest enemy. Like, this is still not part of, the secret ending. And we are slightly running out of time for that to happen. I'm getting worried. Cause, well, without, the last one, we're not getting the actual secret ending. I feel like this would be expensive. The head of our greatest enemy. Could be bold. And if we're going by this as money, then it would be this, because our money is way higher than our boldness. So... Yep. You hop on over to Ye Old Magic Mirror Shop and pick out their choicest product, the Flatterizer. Not only does this thing pay compliments, it also GPS locates prettier people so you can have them kidnapped, executed, at your convenience. You present it to Vera at dinner with a dramatic flourish. Her eyes and the eyes of all her snakes light up. Oh, you shouldn't have. Literally, you shouldn't have, because now you're an accessory to all the killings I'm going to order with this thing. She's technically right about that, but luckily she can afford good lawyers for both of you. You gain 2 charm and 1 boldness. Okay, once again, she's sitting with Miranda as well. You arrive at your chosen table to find Miranda folding napkins at Vera. Do you want to know what this one is for, Vera? No. I'll take that as a yes. The rose-shaped napkin fold is for birthdays between the ages of 16 and 22. Miranda's hands move fast as lightning, turning the rose into a gorgeous white swan. By contrast, this swan folding is for first weddings, third weddings, and swan giveaways. As a fashion enthusiast, I have never been so bored by a piece of fabric. Oh, and this black swan folding is for weddings where you plan to brutally murder all the guests. Not very popular, the black swan folding. Okay, that's sort of cool, but I'm still aggressively uninterested. You happen to have some napkin folding skills yourself. Maybe you can spice up this interaction. You decide to show off your most impressive napkin fold. If you fold the napkin like so, it creates a self-aware napkin whose sole purpose is to fold more napkins. Or, this writhing snake fold is for when it is time to leave Vera alone and stop explaining napkin folds. We all know which one is for Vera! Well, that's quite a specific fold. Under what circumstances would one use... Oh, I see. Damn right you see. And notice how my whole head is covered in writhing snakes? So basically, just assume that don't talk to Vera about napkin time is all the time. It's a year-round festival. People the world over celebrate it by not folding napkins at me. Christmas was not in December? Yeah. That's fair. Well, it's not a very elaborate napkin fold, is it? You explained that what your fold lacks in complexity, it makes up for with the 12 ounces of cobra venom it can spit at will. Right, well, I see we subscribe to different schools of napkinry. I'll leave you to do it then. Your reward for running Miranda off is a one-on-one lunch with Vera. You've never felt so alive. Yeah, you like Vera's mood. This is one of the last chances we have at getting the last part. It does say that it's all locations, and that's what has me confused, why we haven't gotten it yet. Now, because it goes off of charm and boldness, we want to make sure that there's still a gap in the two. However, our smarts is on the actual edge, so I'm gonna go into the classroom to make sure that it's actually above. That day, you're the first one in class. You sometimes come early because you enjoy talking to the teacher. He's a bit bitter, in a cool way. He treats you like an adult, and the two of you discuss life and stuff in a very snarky way. Look at you, excelling in cliched movie tropes. You gain 2 smarts and +1 valuable life insight that will help you face the difficulties of being young. Your mind's barely on what you're doing, though. All you're really concerned about is your situation with Vera. Throughout her latest gang war, you've been her closest and most trusted advisor. Maybe too close? You're worried Vera's become so dependent on your advice, she's blind to your true romantic intentions. Ew. If only you had the courage to tell her how you really feel. After all, You don't want to end up in the advisor zone. You're so lost in thoughts of unrequited love. You hardly notice Farah sneaking up on you. Maybe that's also because of the invisibility cloak you helped her pick out.
Hi.
Whoa, outfit change. There you are! I was just going to pick you up. We've got a date tonight. A date? Then perhaps your affections aren't unrequited. With the heads of Monster City's major crime factions. Why does advisor sound so much worse than friend zone? Because it probably is. With the heads of Monster City's major crime factions. To celebrate the end of the latest gang war. You're such a good and loyal advisor, I couldn't imagine going without you. Right. Of course. Trying to hide your disappointment, you accompany Farah to the peace conference, but soon. You can have horse racing, but if you think I'm giving up murder's monopoly, you've got your head so far up your ass it's brought back out your shirt collar. Of course horse racing gets brought up again! Larry, the actual crocodile, snaps his fangs. Gunbozo Gianetti of the deranged clown assembly honks in disapproval. Timmy the knife baby chews his rattle menacingly. What a combination! Alright, you scumbags, settle down. But it's too late. Larry the Croc unveils a wicked machine gun. Gunbozo makes a rocket launcher out of twisted balloons. And Timmy the knife baby produces a lot of knives. Hey, advisor, a little help here. If you don't save Farah now, you'll never have a chance to confess your feelings. So you take a deep breath and confess your feelings, or because Larry the Croc on his big crocodile mouth. Let's check our stats. Cause charm over boldness. So, or charm and boldness. So, confess is charm, the other is boldness. Our charm is 16 and our boldness is 14. So that's the charm one, which would be confessing our feelings. With no thought of the danger you're in, you turn to Farah and bare your soul. You confess that you've been advising her this whole time, not out of love of crime, but out of love for her. I don't know what to say. Partially because I'm in the middle of a very tense standoff, but in the tense standoff. But the tense standoff suddenly becomes tender, as the underlings to the other crime lords follow your example. Larry the Croc's salamander sidekick admits to years of repressed longing. Gunbozo's chauffeur climbs out of his tiny car and begs his boss to give their love a chance. And Gunbozo's second chauffeur does the same, and so does his third chauffeur, and so on. Timmy the Knife Baby's wet nurse confesses a fatal attraction to her little lord. Ew. That one's the worst. Gunbozo's various chauffeurs jealously fight for his love, killing each other in the process. Timmy the Knife Baby is a baby, and so has his white nurse arrested for being a pervert. Good. Larry the Croc, being an actual crocodile, marries his salamander sidekick and lives happily ever after. Still bleh, but you know. At least it's not a crime. At least until Vera mows everyone over with a Tommy gun. Okay. Well, there's the last obstacle to my complete dominion taken care of. Thanks for the distraction. You know, all this time I thought you weren't attracted to me. I thought your interest was purely professional. But it turns out that your love was even more useful to me than your professional interest. I'll take it. While simultaneously taking control of this city's entire criminal underworld. It looks like love really does conquer all. As far as most trusted advisor and love interest, you gain 2 smarts and 1 money. Now, normally, at the start of the stream, we decided that this was gonna be our plan, but we ended up on Farah's secret ending. So sadly, I will have to click her. My choice is still me.
Hey, you.
Ask Farah to the prom. Fine.
All right.
prom? You know what, my dear advisor? I think lately I'm focusing too much on all our crime or adventures. It's nice to be rich and feared, but what's the point if I don't get to enjoy life from time to time? So I have the feeling prom night could be a great way to unwind. What do you advise me to do? And then she winks at you. That's so rare that we don't even have art of her doing it. Also because she has an eye covered. Never thought you would ask someone out of a prom. It's why I'm playing, like, the reason why I'm playing the game is because it's so silly. And also because I got a swear pass from Yamal. Just for this stream. Because there is no playing this game and avoiding the swears. In the end, you and Vera have a lovely evening together.
That will teach them.
Followed by lots of thrilling crime adventures. Vera starts falling for you. She values how you respect her individuality and even support her career by being a trusted advisor. The two of you do a great job of juggling being partners in both love and crime, mostly because Vera's great at everything she does, or so she reminds you constantly. You love getting any kind of passes from LIC, understandable, I guess. I mean, it's like, I'm allowed to swear for once without getting in trouble. Also, she reminds you that the two of you may be partners in love, but in crime you're still superior and advisor. But that's Vera for you. And under all that ferocious confidence, you can also perceive a deep respect for you. So beautiful. Crime is always the answer. Wait, that wasn't a new one? I thought that was a new one. Oh. As you can see, like, we've actually done quite a few already. We've already gotten 10 unique endings. You fixed it? So Daniel, most likely to become an expert on Bulgarian cartoons? And Vera most tsundere. And here's the outro. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Damien became a renowned drag racer, until he died in the most badass way during a race. At the funeral, you spotted him hidden among the crowd. He winked at you. Vera kept being fierce, strong, and stunning. Some haters once said adult life would put that mean bitch in her place. But you know what? Vera ended up making adult life her own bitch. Okay. Scott became an athlete. Not so long ago, he won a prestigious national award for being the best at doing sports. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life. And then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Woo! Credits. Yeah. Pretty sure this is, like, I don't think we've seen this before actually, because this feels new. It only took us like 2.5 hours to do one round, even though it's supposed to be like 40 to 60 minutes. Oops. See, checks out the guy listed as Calculaster. Woo. I love all of the little artwork they've done for this part. Oh my god, we see the corner of Vera's eye there. We can see the slightest sliver of Vera's eye. Aww. The world stops when she smiles. That is cute, but also bleh. 3 new images. I'll show you guys, like, because these are, the standard prom images, so... Luca mostly plays as Vicky, which is why, it's set to Hirsch automatically. Hold on. So this would have been if regular ending Damien, like, okay. It's automatically Vicky's, okay. This is Liam's, and then Miranda, Polly, Scott, Farah, and Lester. Those are the regular endings we've gotten. And then some of the special endings we've gotten, one of Damien's apparently. Prom King Liam. This is the genocide Miranda. But we also have that one. Wait, okay. One of Polly's. Scott's furry ending. Another one of Scott's endings. I think this may be the Bloody Queen ending from Vera. As I think that's from that one. This is the one we just got. And we don't have the others yet. And a bunch of Polaroids. Which... a lot of these we saw in the outro just now. Zoe and Scott. Watering the plant guy. Okay. Some of these are cute. With you, everything is more beautiful. That's one of Vicky's. Picture happiness with you. We got this one a lot because of Luca playing as Vicky and going for Miranda a lot. You're full of surprises. My furry cutie patootie. Ew. Bleh. The day feels rainy with you. And you're alive to my afterlife. My player too. This is what I mean with these are basically just... yeah. Star minutes. So, we saw this one at the end of the ending. Just now after the credits. Let's see, what did we get in more art? Because it should say new on the ones that are new. Concept art for Violet plus Tate and Dimitri. Cool. And alternate Dahlia outfit taste. Cool. And of course fan art. Oh. By Trauma Goggles or slash Cruz Elroy of the Prince. Some awesome designs. Now, we have been going for 2.5 hours. Reactive, you're not supposed to be visible. Do we want to play another round? But do short multiplayer, which says that it's like 30 minutes in the thing itself? Or, are we gonna chat for a bit and then end stream? Please don't turn me into a muffin. I don't want to get eaten. I don't think I taste very good. I have no opinion. I spent my brain on fixing mic issues, my eyes bleeding such. Please take care of yourself! Please take care of yourself. Okay? I'm worried about you. I'm worried because I care about you. Okay? I don't want you to be hurt. The strangers made the scar on the eye tear a bit. Oh. That doesn't sound good. Did Val give the seal of approval? Yeah, I'm curious too. Did it actually get fixed? Also, I found the list just now. Of all of the secret endings. Of the names. We got Fight Damien, which, based off of our gallery, I think we have that one. Hairstylist Damien. Best Party Polly. Reverse Romanian Wilkinson Polly. So based off of that, I'm pretty sure we do have Best Party. We have Cocaine Scott. Don't think we spotted that one. Do think Furry King Scott we do have. I think we saw that one. Then Blood Ritual Vera. Cold Ring Vera. Crime Queen Vera. So we did just get Crime Queen. I think the one above that was Blood Ritual. So we're still missing Cold Ring. Then there's Prom Queen Miranda. Which, we do have Prom Queen. I think that's the one where she's on the throne. Hi, Milo! Secret Agenda Miranda? I think that's the naked Miranda one. Why are we turning Milo into bread? Fox. Then there's Prom King Liam, which we've gotten based off of the gallery. Yowie Artist Liam. Blowbird ending, Calculester ending, corpse ending, coven ending, fanfic ending, ghost ending, or G ending, shopkeeper ending, and Z-Cord ending. Yeah, Liam? Hold on, I can pull... If I quickly go back to the screen, I can go into the gallery and show Liam. And then we have not gotten, so over here, this is probably going to be, the yaoi artist, but we've gotten his prom king ending before. And then this is prom queen, probably. With this being, secret agenda. Most likely best party. And then, this is a friends ending, I'm pretty sure. Like, something with friends. I'm not sure. Because this says 22 secret endings, and there are way more, because there's 47 in the game that we have. Because... yeah... okay, FYI, Liam is a vampire. But, let's see, cause... yeah, that's, as parents? That was an accident one. We have the Damien fights one, which is, one higher. This is the Damien fight. And we don't have any of his other two endings. We have the, you know, Prom King Liam, obviously. And for Miranda, we have the Throne one, like Prom Queen, Secret Agenda, and then there's still True Calling, Eel, and Surf Party. And yeah, this is best party ever. And then there's also a Locket ending. And the Wilkinson one for Polly. Scott still has his cocaine ending as well. And then we have the, we have Furry King and as parents. Whatever parents mean. Then we have Blood Ritual for Vera, which is indeed this one. Or, wait. Hold on. That looked identical. Wait a sec. Okay, Coltrane and Blood Ritual have the same sprite art of Vera. It's Blood Ritual, the one that we have. So we don't have Coltrane, but we do have Blood Ritual. And then on stream we just got this one, however we found out that we've gotten it before. Which is the Crime Queen one. There's also Ice Queen. But a lot of the ones that we don't have yet are item locked actually. Calculester, we haven't gotten any Calculester or Zoe endings either, because we haven't played a lot with the DLC. Calculester has like a floppy disk ending, which is only in the first term version. before he becomes a proper playable romanceable character. And then Cult Careers and VR are his other two in second term. Zoe's first term is Deity, and her second term endings are Prophet and Zoe's Identity. And then other endings include a Change of Place, which is second term only. And then you do have to buy an item for it as well. There's Angel Blood, which is item locked. The Blanket ending is item locked. Kaganer is item locked. Corpse is item locked. Dahlia item locked. Dragon Heat item locked. Fairy is also item locked. Basically all of the other endings are item locked. Except for the Orgy ending. Because that technically you need to get all of your romanceable characters and then you can unlock it. Based off of RNG on either Liam or Polly's routes. I think we can get a secret ending. That might be funny. Cause that's visiting the shop and leaving 3 times without buying anything. Which, we know that we've gotten it when she says, okay, this is it, I get that you're here for me and not my stuff, fair enough. Next time, you'll just get me, no shop, let's see if you're less annoying then. Honestly, I'm curious about this one now. And we really want to get the other games as well. 1 player? Let's see, is this just first or also second? Oh, this route will not start until you experience half of the events in the base game. Okay, then we can't get that one. Never mind. That's actually quite interesting. Huh. I'm very curious about like some of the secret endings then. But we have to then get a lot of outcomes. And I'm not sure I wanna do that. However, I will click us onto that. And we'll just speedrun it this time. We've already done this part. I have to type my name again. Daniel. There we go.
I can do this.
I just want to play a game with friends. After stream, we'll play games. After dinner as well. If we go for a secret ending that is item locked, which one would we do? Cause, let's see. Shop items, secret engines. For all these endings require you to buy certain items from the shop in order to achieve these endings. Some of them also require you to ask a certain person to prom. Wilkinson, secret ending is only available when you unlock a penguin mask. The $10 penguin mask, which is Polly's. Thank you. The secret ending is only achievable when you unlock thank you note from developers. Okay. We don't have that yet. Only achievable when you unlock a gold ring. Ice Queen. Val's declassified Gorgon befriending guide. Don't have that. Only achievable when you unlock the cursed locket of Winston Montgomery. Don't have that either. Purchase the $5 blanket with 2 holes. There's ghosts. There's dragon heat that we can do. Deity. Deity would be one of Zoe's actually, which would be first term, so we can't do that one. Corpse. Lemon. I guess it depends on what we see based off of what's in the shop at that point. I almost have as many lifetime messages in the chat as Lol one. Whoa. My brain is burned out too much for anything but that and passing out. Oh. If you had... Again? I don't like this. This is rude. Seems they want the answer. The answer is none of these. The answer is no one. Nothing. No. Bleh. Let's go with that one again. If you got to choose, how would you die? As a practical demonstration while giving a TED talk on how to die correctly, how I die is irrelevant as long as I'm allowed to haunt my enemies for the rest of eternity. Damn good question for an asexual. Exactly! Like, I'm Aero Ace, I know! How I die is irrelevant as long as I'm allowed to haunt my enemies for the rest of eternity, or silly, death is a concept we invented to keep the commoners at check. Because we need the money. What's the title of your autobiography? I can speak. The top 10 drunk texts I don't regret sending. Manual of instructions how to properly experience life. The art of punching life in its dumb fucking face. Being Arrow Ace is just a vibe. It is. When Garfield met Naruto, a story of how I fell in love with forbidden ships. Okay, Zoe. Temporality. The ongoing journey to define my inner enigma. How to succeed at everything and look fabulous trying. Let's see. Do any of these secret endings that we have to purchase something for? I require a specific person. Okay. Ghosts. Blanca is, you can also go alone. Dragon, he is go alone. Deity, alone, but can't do that because we collect second term. Corpse is go alone. Miranda or Scott. And support group. Is alone. Rank Masters. If you're trying to get any other secret endings at the same time, they will not work because this secret ending triggers. Okay. Prank Masters. Polly or Scott. Floppy disk is Go Alone. But that's Calculester, so we can't do that either. Angel Blood is Alone. Most of these do make you go alone. So this doesn't matter. Whoa. You find a genie in a bottle, you can ask for whatever you want. What do you ask for? For Shinji and Kaworu to be canon, infinite confetti to feel truly alive. Before asking for anything, you try to negotiate up to the 3 standard wishes. A rainbow that you can eat is friendship. Friendship. Okay.
Alright.
Now I'm gonna go library because we need money in order to buy item. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, library is money. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs and you keep only 2. After you're counting and recounting your money, hoping to find an extra $1, you're suddenly... Hey Daniel, look here! Look what I have! Isn't it shiny? Scott holds a roll of duct tape, which you concede is indeed shiny. Listen, I'm not saying we tied up Crazy Martin the werebear janitor. I'm just saying, this tape is crazy strong. And if you wanted to wreak some havoc on the school, Crazy Martin might be a little tied up. Thank the Triple Goddess, we spent months tracking that. Our thing? It's so cool, right? We have a thing and it's our thing and it's the best thing and it's ours.
We must save the world.
You fools, that's the duct tape of retribution. It's the only adhesive that can hold Balthasar the Destroyer, whom we must detain in order to save the world. Oh, well, saving the world is good. I just liked it because it was a cool shiny thing. You can have it. No, wait, Scott, they're probably just making that shit up because they want to take the cool thing from us. Balthasar the Destroyer. Obviously fake. Why have I never heard of him? We had a 3-hour-long lecture on Balthasar the Destroyer in homeroom yesterday. You're right, Damien. They must be lying. I think we would have remembered that.
Always the same with you.
You were at sports practice and Damien was asleep at his desk. After we heard about the threat Balthasar posed, we took it upon ourselves to journey deep into the dungeons of Hollis Ma to bring back the holy duct tape of retribution, only to discover it already gone. Oh! The dungeon of Hollis Ma! That's where we were! We took a wrong turn on our way to English courses and got totally lost. Somehow we were in some kind of maze. Anyway, we saw that sick tape and thought we might as well take it. And now it's fucking ours and you can't have it.
Try not to get killed soon.
Ugh. Could you be any more oblivious? Hand over the tape or we'll be forced to take it. By force. No mosquito blast. Yikes, looks like the situation is getting out of control. You'd better step in before someone, or some duct tape, gets hurt. Don't worry, Damien, you can keep the duct tape of retribution for your nefarious purposes. Coven, why don't you use the scotch tape of hay? Cut that out instead. Scott, you don't really care about the duct tape, right? You just like having a cool shiny thing. But watch me use my sweet negotiation skills to get, wait for it, 2 cool shiny things. I feel like this would have to be charm. And this is boldness, which would mean this. Seriously? We said we needed a magic artifact to save the world from the likes of Balthasar and you're making us barter for it?
That was sad.
Mokiko blunt. God, you guys really are pathetic. The Coven leader, Joy, you're like 90% sure her name is? Although they always kinda feel like one person to you. Rummaged around in her pockets throwing 2 shiny things. Here are 2 shiny things. A broken glow stick from the last Dark Arts con we attended, and this ceremonial dagger. Damn, that is one nice looking dagger. I'm into it. What kind of fierce quest did you have to complete to get a hold of that baby? Actually, I just bought it at a Dark Arts and Crafts store. You bought it? At a store? That's even more amazing! You know how hard it is to go to a store and buy the thing you're supposed to without losing the money or eating the money or thinking that you lost the money and finding out that you ate the money? How have you not been expelled yet?
We must save the day.
Do we have a trade or not? Yes! 2 shiny things! Hooray! The trade is swiftly made and the coven leaves to go save the world or whatever. The important thing is that Scott and Damien are now in possession of 2 shiny things. And from the equally shiny smile Scott is flashing you, you're thinking you might be in possession of a prom date. You gain 2 boldness and 1 fun. Shiny items.
All right.
Store. Because we now have 9 money. Okay. Chat, which one do we want to do? Because for Lemon, we'd have to go to prom with Miranda or Scott, which would be... Miranda has 13 charm and 13 money. Liam is 16 smarts and 16 creativity. Our stats are abysmal. We're not doing Lemon. Because... let's see. For the other ones. We have Ghost. Yeah. Ghost is someone you have the right stats for or go alone. So Ghost is possible. Dragon. We do have Dragon Heat. I don't like that. Which is, I'm pretty sure, also go alone. Yeah. Then, there's Corpse, which is also go alone. And then we do have the conspiracy theory one, which is also go alone. Then it's Ancient Tome of Forbidden Arts. Let's see. Do we have that one? Doesn't look like it. So we can't do that one. Can't do floppy disk. Don't have enough money for Angel Blood. We don't have the greeting cards. Those are the... What about the map? Because that one is listed as an event one. We could do Cold Ring and then go for another Vera ending, which would be Smart, Charm, and Money again. Smart, Charm, and Money. Our stats are quite low, but it is still the start, technically. We could do all of them still, technically, actually. It is very possible. Which is... It is 9. So then we have to grind up to 15 smarts, which is 2 more of the classroom. You have to grind up to 11 charm, which right now is 4. No, not 4. Hold on. We need 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 6, so that's 3 times to the gym, and then we would need to go 5 times to the library. So that's 2, 3, 10 rounds. We could actually do that. Damn, I was not expecting that to work out. Which one is the map though? Hmm. Well, Ghost is the first one on the list of the secret ending, so I think we're just gonna go with that one. Okay. Now we're on to that guide. Which is all I'm just gonna go to the library again. That day you spent some time on the library's PCs, mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how that really works. Yeah, you gain 2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million, which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so 2 money. You see hordes of your classmates running away from Vera and Scott. They're all screaming, "Spoilers!" I gotta go. Stream time for me too now. Have fun with stream. Good luck with stream, Milo. Maybe I'll rate you later. Who knows? If you're still alive at that point. Because, we took 2.5 hours to get to this point. I don't know how much longer this is gonna take if we're speedrunning. Have you seen the latest episode of Detective Weasel, where Weasel finally exposed the cartel's entire operation?
Awesome, bro.
I did. I was so excited. It was so exciting I peed on Grandma's carpet. Okay, Scott. I know, right? And the cartel's organizational structure is so cool. I took so many notes.
Bro.
But last night was the last episode. I was so sad I peed on Grandma's carpet. Okay, Scott. Well, why don't we start our own TV show? We'll make it better than Weasel. Better than Weasel? Is that even possible? We're the perfect team. I have money, and you're the global target audience. Gorgona Film Studios requires your ideas. Scott Gorgona Film Studios? We'll talk about that later. Right now, I need ideas. Is this part of... No, because that's Miranda, Scott, and Liam. Okay. When the Mafia threatens the closest gym, an ugly-ass Nosferatu must expose the syndicate to save the only place that lets him do his reps. Chile, 1985. When Pinochet floods the market with black cocaine, a courageous drug dealer becomes a private eye to blackmail Pinochet and saves her coke labs. What?
Oh, not bad.
Did you just create the most relatable detective ever? That was a rhetorical question. Obviously, a young entrepreneur fighting to save her business from government regulation is objectively relatable. But she's a drug trafficker. She's a businesswoman protecting free markets. Doesn't that sound to you like the Monster American dream? I didn't think about it this way. But is she a buff entrepreneur? Like, really buff? Sure, why not? All my objections have suddenly disappeared. Farah puts you and Scott to work stuffing pockets of promotional cocaine to publicize the TV show. You gain free money as payment? Okay. Library. That day you spent some time on the library's PC, good old online poker, gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. 2 money. You look up to see Scott approaching Farah. He looks confused. That isn't unusual for Scott, but you decide to eavesdrop anyway. Hey Farah, you're mean, right? Aw, you noticed. And you're a girl, right? Aw, you noticed. Well, I was watching this high school movie the other day, and there were these mean girls. And the mean girls were mean cheerleaders. Now I know you're not interested in being a cheerleader, but maybe you could do something to help the football team. I mean, according to the movie, high school athletes and high school mean girls are natural allies, right? As much as I hate to admit it, you do have a point. I suppose you have some idea of what I should do. Well, I don't really do ideas, but I'm sure Daniel here has a great idea. Tell her. They both look at you. Well, what's your idea? Forget cheerleaders, we need fear leaders. Instead of pumping our team up, they'll make the other team feel like shit. Maybe just stop having our players assassinated for no reason? I think Smart. Oh, I'm sorry, are the assassinations not helping the team? I thought I was weeding out the weak and unattractive members of the herd. I'm afraid I don't know much about sports. No, fair, that totally makes sense. It's just that sometimes ugly people are still really good at sports. Oh, I see. From now I'll consult you before having any team members mysteriously executed.
Touchdown!
See, no problem with this. You do, but you decided to spare to stay out of it. 2 smarts and 1 smart. That... words. As you approach Scott and around the table, you see that the entire table is covered in exotic silverware. What's this one for? Forking spoon. Spoon for picking up your forks so that you don't have to touch them with your fingers. And that one? Tuning fork. Making sure all your other silverware is tuned to A minor as is proper. What about this one? Dairy knife. It's for milk. Wow. Do people ever invent new silverware? All the time, but none of them are any good. It would take a genius of true subtlety to improve on the existing canon. A genius of true subtlety. Genius and subtlety are your middle fucking names. You suggest the ultimate new silverware. A salad harp or hands? My favorite silverware. Gods, how crude. I know, right? My only more favorite silverwares are face and mouth. Scott, I think you are misunderstanding the purpose of silverware. No, I don't think so. Look! Scott reaches into its backpack and pulls out 2 silver hands, a silver face and a silver mouth. He holds the hands in his hands and the face in his mouth and devours his lunch in a highly counterintuitive way. I stand corrected. You're not standing, you're sitting. Anyway, now I gotta put on some ointment. All that silver's really bad for my skin. Scott lets you put the ointment on him. Nice. No.
Alright.
We're just spamming library. Oh, this is the event. You wear it as if you were a goofy ghost and approaching them with the spooky boo while Miranda is explaining something to Scott. That's why those treacherous air people are the absolute worst, and also most likely tied to the disappearance of Marsh Argo. Oh, what's this? A ghost. Perhaps a foreign exchange student. What are you talking about? Oh, gasp. I didn't see you there. So ghostly. You guys are joking, right? This is clearly just Daniel wearing a blanket with eye holes cut in it. Jealousy is a powerful drug, Liam. Do not become addicted. Yeah, Liam. Don't you see anyone saying... You don't see anyone saying, oh, Liam is really just Daniel wearing a blanket with eye holes cut in it? Exactly, Liam. Even despite the many times you suspected it was so. What? Oh, sorry, little ghost. We were ignoring you. That's true. Tell us, do you have any cool ghost powers? Oh, yes. Divulge, divulge. Okay. So, it's smarts and fun. Our smarts are 12 and our fun is 5. So, we have to go smarts over fun. Which would be basic ghost knowledge. Ghost's main power is levitating stuff. Ultimate ghost prank. Haunt someone to despair. Okay. You use your ghostly hands to grab your phone and you start waving it in front of them. Whoa, look, it's making its phone levitate. Total ghost move. You can clearly see how he is grabbing it with his hands. No, but see, the phone is moving in a very spooky way, which means it is levitating. You can literally do the same with your hands. No way, let me check. It's true, look! Scott is moving his phone with his hands. Miranda starts doing the same. What sort of sorcery is this? Suddenly we all can levitate our phones. Well, clearly this isn't a ghost, and this is happening because the ghost is sharing its ghost powers with us. What a generous ghost. You could learn a thing or two from this ghost, Liam. I can't recall you sharing your vampire powers with us. I'm out. Liam leaves and you spend several hours moving your phones with your hands while booing. You gain 2 fun and 1 charm for being such a generous ghost. Library. Okay. That day you spend some time on the library's PC playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision, but who cares? Oh wait, we've already read that, so I can just... I've read a whole half page of a non-fiction book. I feel like my brain is gonna explode. I hate studying. Ugh, gross. No one has ever made out once in his math textbook. I do like books though. They can take you anywhere in the world. So when you pee on them, it's like you're marking your territory across the planet. That explains the wavy, crispy texture and pungent odor of a lot of your used textbooks. You wonder if it's worth trying to correct this error when... Eee! Dmitri!
It is I, Dmitri.
And may I just add, your abs are looking especially lickable today? Okay, Zoe. Weird, but okay.
Come to the dark side.
Endless deity of horror and chaos, deadly and charming beast person, do join me on the dark side. Counterpoint, do not. That. Dmitri, you made a fatal error in this plan. You have approached a classmate in the middle of the library where they're hard at work studying. They'll never listen to your pitch. That's from the repo mop pack. Game is nice enough with mops at the moment to me. Nice. Oh, yikes. Actually, we were getting super bored with studying, so Dmitri, go ahead and tell us your thing. I guess. I guess. Nope, if you let Dmitri woo him to the dark side, how will you woo him to prom? Also, blah blah blah, end of the world, the right thing, whatever. Sure, the dark side sounds cool, but the commute is terrible. Why join the dark side when you could join the mark side? I'm gonna try. No. Aw. What's that? Suddenly a funny little man with a weak smile and enormous watery eyes appear from nowhere. Hi, he's some mark. Oh.
What?
We're your friend. Oh no. Scared and confused. No.
Not cool.
So we make him go away. I can't Scott. He's even more powerful than the Eldritch energy which sustains me. This is a cursed place now?
Boring.
Oh no. Okay, that was not what we were going for there. We guessed wrong.
Alright.
Sit down with Zoe and Scott. Zoe is eating his trademark pizza sandwich, which is just 3 slices of pizza on top of each other. Zoe has a notebook out and is taking notes. But how do you get your food, Scott? You're not so bad, it's pretty normal. No, it can't be normal. I'm doing research for my latest fanfic, Cry Havoc and Let Slip the Dogs of Love. It's about a pack of werewolves going on the biggest hunt of their lives. A hunt that will change them as hunters, but also as were people. They went looking for food, and what they found was personal growth and new understanding of group sexual practices. Okay, eel. Also food. So that's why I need to know, how do you hunt? Oh, well, normally I go to the cafeteria and I ask for pizza. That's it? What about hunting in a pack? Enjoying the spoils together in a feast of blood and rage, exploring each other's bodies? Well, I guess sometimes me and my cousin order pizza at home, and then the pizza comes and then we eat the pizza? So he does not look at all satisfied with Scott's answer? But Scott, what about when you go searching for pizza in the wild? So don't dismiss the utter suspense and extreme pathos of waiting endlessly for the pizza to arrive. Truly, it is the central tragedy of the 21st century. Wow, I thought the central tragedy of the 21st century was that we're gradually destroying the planet with every convenience we enjoy, but we're also removed from the consequences of our actions, that we will continue to be manipulated by our corporate masters until we're all living on a desolate cinder. What? Huh? Want me to reheat your food yet? I don't know. Nope, it's the pizza one. Oh, that's a relief. The other one seems super depressing. Not having pizza is really depressing too. Sometimes when we're waiting for the pizza, I get so hungry I could eat a horse. Should we chase down and kill a horse in an orgy of bloodlust? What? No, usually I just eat corn chips and watch sports on the TV. But I'm really bummed while I'm doing it. So he decides to make do with what Scott is giving her. Scott is just happy for the attention. You're happy with Scott because Scott is happy. Everyone wins. Absolutely speedrunning.
Show me that money.
And then leave.
Aw.
Because we're going library every round. We still need 2 more interactions to get the thing. They spend some time on Library's PC. When you realize you're feeling like going full then you realize you're feeling like going full ghost with your ghost blanket again. You're observing your surroundings when you spot Miranda and Damien. You're about to get closer when suddenly...
Greetings, my loves.
Greetings, beautiful high schoolers. It is I, the interdimensional prince. I'm here to rescue you from your mundane existence. Just sign these marriage papers. Not this guy again. Look. Whoa. Gasp. An underworld specter. This again. What again? Leon, this is clearly a kick-ass powerful ghost. Look at its face. So deadpan. No expression at all. That's because it's not a face. It's a sheet with 2 holes cut in it. Man, I wish my face had 2 holes cut in it. That would be fucking metal. No, listen. It's not a face. It's a ghost friend. Help us. Save us from this interdimensional creep. Yeah, do something ghosty. Okay. Creativity and boldness. Our boldness is 5, our creativity is 4, so it's boldness over creativity. Which means throw a rock at the interdimensional prince, and the other one is boo. What? Ouch! Inappropriate. The only violence I tolerate is the violence of love. When a man forces his pure love onto his non-mutual lovers. Ew! That, and the violence imposed by my army, usually alongside the former type of violence. I will be back for you, my young lovers. And so he retreats into his dimension. Superb! Metal! That ghost just beat the prince with its ghost powers. He just threw a rock at him? Dude, pay attention, it clearly was a ghost rock. What's the difference between a rock and a ghost rock? One is a rock and the other one is a fucking ghost rock. You do realize you didn't answer my question, right? Ghost rock! Huzzah! Yeah, throwing a rock at your problems like a champ. 2 fun and 1 boldness. It's so silly.
All right.
Watching Farah eat is usually pretty disturbing. Her snakes eat at the same time she does, but at least it's usually quiet. This time, however, Scott is doing his best to change that. Go, Lefty, gobble that mouse. No, no, watch out for Wiggles coming up from behind. Use that tongue, go! Ugh. He does this every week or so, whenever my snakes need a meal. He seems to think snake eating contests are a competitive sport. I don't think he realizes that an actual snake eating contest would probably involve people eating snakes. I tried charging him for tickets to get him to stop, but he actually pays to do this. He keeps track of each snake's statistics on a little index card. He even gives them names. Go Slither, go Bendy, go Sanchez, go Snake Snake. Those aren't their names. God, no matter how much he pays for the tickets, it isn't enough. This seems like a really tense situation. You resolve it through the only know how. Opening your mouth and yelling? Boring. This is nothing compared to Earthworm eating contests. Snake, 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 snake. Eat the snake. Eat that food and stay awake. Snake, snake, snake. I love snakes. That's the spirit. Get your head in the game, Sanchez. Do snakes have heads, or are they just neck and face? Whoa, check it out. Bendy's been behind all season with a record low BMI. That's body mass index. The index is because I wrote it on this index card. But now she's hungry for victory. Let's go, Bendy. Swallow that glory. The snakes really do seem to enjoy having an audience. They're really hamming it up. Or should it be snaking it up? You're all cheering motivates Bendy to really go all out. She tries to grab the mouse out of Lefty's jaws, but the two end up tearing it in half. Ah, my scalp. It'll take my snake charmer hairdresser hours to get those organs out. Ooh, major foul on Bendy there. She's gonna be out for the rest of the season. Damn right she is. I'm having her muscled. And her name is Spirulina. By the next time Farah's cleaned up the blood and run off. By the time Farah's cleaned up the blood and run off, you've made plans to meet with Scott to watch the next match. Nice. I like snakes. Snack, snack.
All right.
Library. We skip, skip, skip. And you glance at the computer next to you to see Scott apparently making out with the CD drive. You don't want to, but you ask him what he's doing. The best I can, bro. The computer won't go on the internet because of some kind of error, and the only kind of error I know is a fatal error. So I'm giving the computer mouth to mouth to save its life. They are done, just the outline stuff. Whoa. Live, damn you, live. You immediately notice that the computer's internet cable is unplugged, but you let Scott keep blowing into the CPU. Maybe you can have a little fun before you fix it for him. You put on your best troubleshooting face and tell him. The problem is that you're giving mouth to the computer instead of me. No. Oh, I've seen this before. You need to take it off. You need to take off your clothes and do the 3 laps around the library, yelling all the numbers you know. This would be charm. What would this... Oh yeah, duh. Of course, mouth to mouth doesn't work on a computer. It doesn't even have a mouth. But you have to have a... But you do have a mouth, so it's gotta work. Scott spends the next 20 minutes saving your life. You hopefully inform him that mouth to mouth requires more tongue. Ew! You get so into it that you're able to plug the Ethernet cable back in without him noticing. Hey, it works! Oof, that was fun. Maybe my computer should die more often. You believe that can be arranged. 2 charm and 1 fun.
All right.
What's up?
There we go.
All right.
Okay, here. You sit down with Scott and Zoe just so he cracks open the Tupperware she brought for lunch. You're not sure what's inside, but it sounds like it's screaming. Whoa, Zoe, what are you eating? Is it pizza? I love pizza. Haha, no Scott, it's not pizza. I'm on a special diet where I only eat sanity. Ooh, sanity. I bet that's chock full of protein. Not really. It's mostly chock full of horror. It's bitter fresh. But that's a lot messier, so when I come to school, I pack leftovers in this Tupperware instead. So smart, what does sanity taste like? Well, you know when you're sucking out the when you're sucking the marrow out of the ethereal bone fragments harvested from the carcass of a rival deity you've slain? No. I don't think I've ever eaten a rival deity. Do I have a rival deity? Is it fireworks? I hate fireworks. No. Let's see. Have you ever drunk a child's tears filtered through its mother's severed scalp? While an orchestra plays a tuneless melody of instruments of flesh. What? I've had pizza. Is that close? Not really. It's more like cashews. Cashews and shrimp. Oh, cool. I knew it was high in protein. Can I try some? Can I? Well, it's not really for mortals. But Scott looks so excited. You've got to figure out a way to resolve the situation. Scott, sanity extremely high in cholesterol. Why don't you just eat some cashews and shrimp? Smothered in this malignant insanity hot sauce I brought. But what if Scott uses this crazy straw? I think that's Scott. Drinking sanity through a crazy straw? Oh wow, that's so smart. It will cancel itself out and I'll be fine.
What?
No, that's not even close to how it works. Yum yum, here I go. Okay, Scott, that's enough sanity. Stop drinking the sanity. I'm not Scott. I'm a tractor. Woof woof. Tractors don't say woof woof, Scott. Oh really? Which one of us is the tractor here? You or me? Neither of us. That's not what my new friend Mr. Goat says. He's great. He's a koala. Zoe gives up trying to talk sense to Scott. Scott lets you ride him all around the school while he attempts to harvest grass with his face. It's a real bonding experience. It's so silly.
All right.
Library. Sword kicker. Later you see Scott, all but skipping down the corridor, cheerily rattling off some sort of list. Hi, Paul. Oh man, today's the best. I was walking out of class and my toes started wagging all of a sudden. You know how sometimes your toe starts wagging and you're not even sure why? I started wondering what my tail might be so happy about and I realized it's probably because I'm a werewolf. Because being a werewolf is just about the best thing, right? I mean, if I wasn't a werewolf, I wouldn't even have a tail to wag. I mean, I'm a narwhal and I have a tail to wag. But then I started thinking even more and I realized where everything would be pretty good. We're dolphins, we're pigs, we're weasels. We're tangs! Wonder what the absolute best were creature would be. Where vending machines? Where water fountain? Where door? Where window? Where knob? Where floor? Okay, now it's just naming things you can see. You'd better jump in. A where moon? A werewolf? Where werewolf? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Come on. We're almost there, guys. Afterwards, Scott catches up to you, saying excitedly, "Bro, hey, I was just looking for you. I can't stop thinking about you. This is sounding good. Thought maybe later tonight, if you weren't doing anything, yes, could maybe go somewhere private and, you know, use your bodies to, yes, work out. Oh, okay. You're maybe a little disappointed, but you can still salvage this. You should just a romantic workout, you know, French squats or naked basketball." Okay. Not sure where the founding fathers had any opinion on being ladies during basketball, but now's not the time for historical objections. Oh, you're looking at repo mods. Nice. Very, very intimate game of one-on-one. The other students are too impressed by your beautiful bodies to object. A talent scout from the Naked Basketball Association happens to be there. After you put your clothes on again, he signed you and Scott on for the upcoming season. My grandma's gonna be so proud of me. It looks like the ball's in your court now. Or perhaps... okay, bye.
All right.
Looks like Scott and Zoe are having marshmallows for lunch. Oh no. That's 15 marshmallows. 6 ones. Oh yeah, well I'm at 23. King of Marshmallow. Didn't have to do this, but against the glow purple and confused and ancient chaos. It's like, okay. A lot of marshmallows rise up into the air, so he's countless mouths will open an infinite hunger. All of them must finds so escaping. Oh boy. Hey, no fair! If I counted correctly, I've now eaten 13,666 marshmallows exactly. Which means I win.
Cool.
Wait, that is like very not cool. You can't use more than one mouth during an eating contest. That's cheating. And I would know because I used my hands like soccer one time and I still feel bad about it. Oh. We can't control how many mouths we have. That's not nice. Scott, are you a good boy or not? Scott, play smart and be creative. Don't you have many other holes? Oh. Okay. Okay. Questionable.
All right.
Yay, we got the bookworm achievement, which is where you go to the library every day. Like, every time. You could start doing something productive, or you could put on your blanket and get up to some good old ghost shenanigans. You're looking for someone, but you run into the person that might finally see through your ghostly deception, apart from boring Liam. Hiya! Wait, what's this? Another ghost? No, I can't believe this. Finally somebody else notices. This is clearly just Daniel wearing a... I can't believe it, because it's just too cool to be true. Come on, it's not cool nor true. Shh, Lehman. I can't hear a cool new ghost friend over all your jealousy. Whoa, you're done. We're on our last part before we get to the ending. Can't hear our cool new ghost friend over all your jealousy. So tell me, how did you die? You have to share so much ghost gossip, or ghost sip, as I like to call it. Good question. Let me prove a lie within our bigger lie. So I was offered as a sacrifice to the gods of party, or I only tell how I died on the third date. Boo, ghost wink. Which is charm and fun. Let's see. Charm is 10, fun is 11. So that's the first one. Whoa. That's just stupid. You mean stupidly awesome? No, just plain stupid. Also, which god of party? Dionysus? Ninkasi, the deer person? Who cares, you party pooper? I'm just saying, his story has more holes than the actual holes cut out of the blanket he is clearly wearing. Should I blame him? Maybe we should sacrifice you to the god of party. You don't like such bad vibes, and because of that you start dancing. Polly joins you. Ghost dance! I swear I'm going to follow you around until you take off that sheet. Not a chance, but for now, ghost dance. 2 creativity and 1 fun. Prom!
Sure thing.
I get to take me! We don't ask anyone to prom.
All right.
You don't ask anyone to prom, because you're a strong independent ghost who needs no date to enjoy prom. Minus the ghost part, you're not actually a ghost. Sometimes after so many shenanigans you forget that. In the end, prom night doesn't go so well. You start wondering if this whole blanket thing is just your way of hiding your true self from all your friends. Are you ashamed? Are you scared to be yourself? Do you feel like you need to hide under a blanket to keep from being hurt by your loved ones? You resolve to start therapy soon, but this specific night ends up being not exactly pleasant. Boo. Why is that not a new secret ending? Huh? You guys saw that it wasn't in our secret ending list, right? Those 6 weeks were maybe the most absurd. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, building for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does. Life happened and it was wonderful. Scott unexpectedly ended up in film school and partnered with Vera to co-create their very own TV show. It was bought by Netflix, since Netflix will buy anything, even a crazy TV show co-created by recently graduated high schoolers. Damien lost fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super legal affair, and he ended up in prison for arson. Unfortunately, prison was flammable. Polly took a summer job as the ghost of Christmas present. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, you know, it was summer. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war-caught youth. Once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. We are gonna skip it this time. It's time for you to socialize with others, with other never-before-seen classmates of yours. Cool. Let's see, what's the new art we unlocked? Oh. First version of Violet plus Tate. Ooh. And a new fan art. By Vacuum. Vacuum_Chan on Twitter. It's pretty. But I am confused, because what do you mean no new ending? Huh. I guess that one doesn't count as a secret ending then? I need to turn my music back on. There we go. We have been live for 3.5 hours. Oops. So, I do think it's time to call it here. I went a bit longer than I was expecting. I'm glad we managed to play through the game twice. And yeah, you're Fox Plushie. Now, let's see this button here. There we go. Need to open that. Let's see who was live today. Milo should be live by now, I think. Yes, Milo's live. In that case, oh, I forgot to lower the music for chatting for a bit. So, in that case, I hope everyone is having an amazing morning, day, evening, night, whatever time of day it is in your corner of the world, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye!